I'm at South Cumberland State Park here in the state of Tennessee. This is my first ever solo backpacking trip. I'm doing a 3-day adventure. It's about a 26, 27 mile adventure. Very excited. Let's get to hiking. Let's get to backpacking. Let's go. See you in 2 days. Okay, my first ever backpacking trip has begun. If you're new here, my name is Jamie McCracken. Really appreciate you coming to the channel, watching this video. Over the next 3 days, I am doing a 26, 27 mile adventure. I'm in the state of Tennessee. I'm at South Cumberland State Park, and I'm doing a trail called the Fiery Gizzard. Day one includes a hike out to Ravens Point, which is a beautiful outlook that I'm really excited about. It's about a 6.5 mile hike from the North Trailhead, which is where I parked my car and drove in today. And then we will hike about 2 more miles out to Little Cove Campground, which is where my backcountry site is for tonight. Tomorrow we will then just leave the site. We will go out to Foster Falls, which I'm hiking north to south. So we'll continue south, hike over to Foster Falls, which is about a 5 mile hike. We'll hike back, we'll stay there, stay back at the Little Cove Campground that I have reserved for 2 nights. And then the next day, on day 3, we will hike back out. So it's a point-to-point hike. So you can do it as a through hike and have somebody pick you up, or you can go all the way out and then all the way back. So from Grundy to Foster Falls is what it's called on all trails. I'm really excited. I know we're going to learn a lot together, and I hope you guys will enjoy the backpacking adventure. So let's get to hiking, and let's enjoy this one over the next 3 days. I'm on top of the first waterfall of the day. Oh yeah, that is just gorgeous. I've come down here. The water's a little low, but it's going to give us good views of Sycamore Falls. Oh yeah. Much more comfortable. So I just wanted to show you, I brought a Ziploc bag for my trash. I just put it right in the front for now. Always want to pack out. I had a little bag of pistachios. That goes in there. I was gonna eat my banana, but I think I'm gonna save that for later. Just truly packing in, packing out. Don't want to leave any trash. Super important. I think a Ziploc bag's gonna be cool for a trash bag. We'll see. I love the sit pad, by the way. It's so nice. I almost forgot about it while I was sitting there eating. I'm like, oh yeah, I have a sit pad. I'm not used to having like these luxury things that I bring on day trips. I never bring this kind of stuff, so very nice. But okay, gonna pack up the trash. Gonna sit here for probably 5 or 10 more minutes and then get back to hiking. A couple of new things you're going to see in this video are my sleeping bag, my sleeping pad, my pillow. So my whole sleep system that I have not unveiled yet, you'll get to see tonight when we get to Little Cove Campground. And we've got about 4 more miles till we get out to Ravens Point, which is the big outlook. It's really, really beautiful. It's a little off trail before you get to Little Cove Campground, which is a couple more miles south, which we'll be hiking to tonight. But excited to show you my sleep system. Also, got some, cool backpacking meals that I'm gonna try out. So we'll do a little taste test tonight. Okay, I'm ripping out the Black Diamond trekking poles I have. It's all about longevity for me, and carrying a full pack with, aging knees. I want to make sure I'm okay. So, I'm going to do this now, so I won't regret it later. I'm about 4.5 miles in, and I do want to note this trail is very difficult to navigate sometimes. So you can see behind me, it looks like there's just no trail right now, but I don't know if you can see it. There is a white blaze over there in the distance. No matter if you're here in the spring, the winter, the fall, like I am right now in October of 2023, you've got some overgrown stuff coming out of these boulders, and there's just boulders everywhere. So make sure you have a good GPS app. I use All Trails. I've got the All Trails Plus subscription thanks to my lovely fiance Lala. She always buys it for me for my birthday in February. But yeah, there's no established trail here. You're just kind of boulder hopping, but I can see up there's a white blaze. So I've stood here for a good, 30 seconds or 45 seconds trying to figure out where I'm at, but I've got reacquainted and heading up to Ravens Point now. Okay, I've made it up to Ravens Point. I've been hiking for almost 4 hours, and it took me 6 miles to get up here. So, hey, it paid off. I mean, these views behind me are absolutely stunning. I'm super happy to get up here, and then we only have a couple miles to camp tonight. Okay, I've made it back up to the split. Of course, I came down that way from the Fiery Gizzard up here to Ravens Point where I turned right. But my campsite in Foster Falls, which is tomorrow's destination, is this way. So, I have, I think, a couple of miles, if not 3 miles probably, to get to Little Cove Campground. There are 3 or 4 backcountry sites, one of which I obviously have taken for the next couple of nights. We're doing really good on time. Let me check real quick. It's 3 o'clock, so I just wanted to get to camp before 5. And I believe now that the terrain is much easier, much steadier, going, I believe I should definitely be able to make it to camp before 5 o'clock so I can start setting up the tent and cooking dinner in my brand new titanium pot. I also have like a little spork that I get to try out. So I'm really looking forward to the evening here on day 1 of the Fiery Gizzard Trail. I probably need the trekking poles because I've just been hiking up more steep incline. We came from over there across the creek, wrapped around, and been going up ever since. So I may have to do it here in a second. It definitely helps the back, helps the legs and knees if you have those out. I'm gonna continue on and see if I can get up on this ridge, and if there's any more I may have to rip them back out, but whoo, it's tough. Woo! Okay, I didn't have to rip out the trekking poles, but I did take another 5-minute break after a lot more steep incline than I was expecting. Ate a banana, feeling recharged, feeling a lot better. Felt like I was having like a little bit of a panic attack. So I'm not gonna hide it and make everything look cool in here. I always like to share the real experience. So definitely kind of got frightened for a second because my heart was just racing so fast because I probably did too much, too quick. So, but now we're on a much easier path. And I also looked up kind of where we are in the map, and I'm still probably about 2 miles away from my campground. So I am pushing it with time right now, to be completely honest. But I feel confident we'll definitely make it there before dark. This should show you how dry it's been here in Tennessee. Usually there would be a waterfall right here running down into the gorge. But we have a waterfall. We have the chains here too to hold on to in case it's going crazy. But this is all the water we have. Not much of a waterfall. That's okay though. Makes it a little bit easier to get around. So that is called, I think that is called Perpendicular Falls. Let's see here. Yes, it's called Perpendicular Falls. But there's not much to it right now. Let's keep hiking. take a look at what the trail maintenance people have done here. There's a barbed wire fence. I'm not sure why. Is it like private property or something? I'm not sure. But the trail does continue. Let's go up these little steps that were not here. Definitely man placed them. And back on trail. I've never really seen that. That's weird. I wonder if that maybe used to be private property. I don't know. I'm not sure why they would have a barbed wire fence up. But if you know, let me know in the comments. I'd love to know. I believe this sign, yep, Little Cove Campground. It's the blue. I see the blue down there. So tomorrow we'll continue on the Fiery Gizzard Trail out to Foster Falls. But right now, I'm gonna go find my campsite. I'm excited. It's not 5 o'clock yet, so let's see here. What time is it? It's 4:32. So 5 o'clock was my cutoff. Because, you know, it's getting dark early now, like 6:30. And of course it gets darker in the woods quicker. So it's pretty gloomy tonight, by the way, which kind of stinks. But we're supposed to have a beautiful day tomorrow, like 75-degree day. Right now I'm gonna try to find my campsite. So it should be down this way. The plan for tonight is to pitch the tent first. That is A1. And I learned from the pros that you pack your tent on top. So as soon as you get to camp, in case it's raining, you can set that thing up immediately. But I'm gonna continue on the trail. It looks like camp is right down through here. I think I'm campsite number 2. And oh, I just felt a raindrop. That's not good. I hope it's not gonna rain. It's not supposed to rain. But anyways, that will be A1, is to put up the tent, make some dinner, and call it a night, because I am pooped. I'm exhausted. But tomorrow, I plan to keep the tent up, keep most of my stuff down here, and then just carry like my pack with some food tomorrow up to Foster Falls, which is about a 5.5 mile hike from here, and then come back to the campground tomorrow night to stay another night here at Little Cove Campground. This is pretty nice. You don't see this everywhere, but we got our own little privy to use the bathroom in. We don't have to dig a cat hole or anything. All right, let's go find the campsite. Down here is campsite number 4. Up there is campsite number 5. So I believe I go left to get to my campsite. I have found campsite number 2. This is my path to campsite number 2. Very nice. Not as large of a fire pit, but this is going to be a nice setup for tonight. Oh, I also have my own little walking bridge. That's nice. Campsite number 1's over there somewhere. All right, I've made it to my campsite. This is campsite number 2. People talk about, you know, through hikers who do like the Appalachian Trail and Pacific Crest Trail. They talk about getting your trail legs. My legs are fine, mainly because I run almost every day, anywhere from 4 to 8 miles. What's not fine are my shoulders. I need my trail shoulders, and I've learned that today. But I'm gonna put the Z-Packs Arcall 70 liter down off my back and get ready to set up the Nemo Hornet Osmo 2-person tent. All right, put the tent on top. It's always a key just in case it's raining, so you can immediately set up the tent as soon as you get to camp. Okay, I want to show you this new piece of equipment I got that I did not have when I set up my tent for the first time. It is the Nemo footprint for the 2-person tent. So this is like a ground sheet. It's going to help just give that extra layer for tear resistance. Granted, the Osmo material is very tough and very durable, but I just wanted some extra protection, and this is a pretty pricey item. It's $70, but it gives me peace of mind, and I'm gonna see how it works. If it doesn't work, you know, I can always throw it out and not put it in my pack anymore and sell it or whatever, but I think this is gonna be a key to my sleep system and my home. All right. All right, the Nemo Hornet Osmo 2-person tent is up. a little bit better than the first time I set it up during my test run. And got the rain fly on it. Looking pretty good. Not too many wrinkles or anything. The footprint, I've got to learn how to do this and where to stake it out and see if I'm even doing these things right. But it is on there, or under there, I should say. And I did roll this part up, and I did this for now. I believe this is what you do. But nonetheless, the tent is up. Camp is set up for tonight. The next thing I want to show you is my entire sleep system. So I haven't showed you any of this yet. Probably go over it in more detail some other time, but right now I want to show you, this is my sleeping bag. It is the Nemo Disco. It's the men's long, and it's the 30 degree. They also make a 15 degree, and basically what that means is it will keep you warm no matter what until it gets below 30 degrees. They claim that the limit goes all the way down to 1 degree. And it is 650 filled down, so it's pretty warm. A lot of other sleeping bags that are warmer go to like 850 and 900 down. Basically, that is the amount of feathers that they are using in their bags, but that is that. I've also got the Nemo Quasar sleeping pad, I believe is how you pronounce it. That's also a 25-inch like wide. I've got, again, still in the case, the Nemo Pillow, which is like my pillow for the night, and it requires the air and everything, but it does feel more like a pillow and not like just those blow up things that you see. So very excited to try this out. And then to blow these two things up, I've got this awesome piece of equipment. It's called the Flex Tail, and this will blow my equipment up without me having to blow my own air and moisture in there. So don't have to worry about mold or anything like that, which I'm really excited. I've already tested this thing out at home, and it's pretty sweet. So shout out to all the like professional backpackers out there that always promote this thing, because it works like a charm. So all right, let's get the sleeping system set up inside the tent. The first thing we're going to do for my sleeping system tonight is to blow up this Nemo Quasar 3D insulated pad. It is a 25-inch wide pad, so a lot of people will tell you get the 25-inch because you're just going to have a little bit more space and wiggle room to get around. But we're going to use this Flex Tail, which I can't wait to show you. This thing is freaking awesome. You'll never have to blow anything up, and it weighs like 3 ounces. And I have like every single attachment in here, and I only need, I think, 1 or 2 depending on which one my pillow uses. But yeah, so I'll be able to lose some weight with this. Okay, I've got the Nemo sleeping pad up. Looks really nice. There is much more space than what it looks like on the camera. So when Lala, my fiance, comes with me, she'll be able to fit in here too. But we got this thing blowed up. The Flex Tail is amazing. And now I'm going to use, by the way, this sit pad is also a great knee pad. I am going to blow up this Nemo Pillow, which is my pillow. This is what the pillow looks like from the outside. You'll see the valve where we will use the Flex Tail here in a second. But here it's kind of that like polyester material, but most of it, as you'll see, that the front is this really nice soft texture. It really feels like a nice pillow, which is such a luxury. But the reason why it has this material right here a little bit on the back is because it operates as its own internal stuff sack. So it'll roll right down just like my sleeping bag and just like my my sleeping pad. So it'll roll down being a stuff sack, except this already is the stuff sack itself. So all right, let's blow it up and put it in the tent. We're almost set up for the night. Oh yeah, look how quick that blows up. I left a good bit of it deflated, and that's just for comfort. You can puff this thing up, nice and hard if you're more of a firm pillow sleeper, but I like mine nice and soft with a little bit of divot. This is going to be so comfortable, by the way. This material is so nice. So this is its own stuff sack, so I've just got 2 clips here. I don't know if I can get it. There. Undid that clip. Undo that clip. Top comes off. Comes down. It's all attached. And in here is the sleeping bag. And of course, I've had it in a larger mesh bag because you never want to keep your sleeping bag in a stuff sack for a long period of time. You either want to hang them or you want it in like a big mesh bag so they'll stay and keep for a lot longer. So I love this thing, by the way. It's super comfortable. Just testing it out in my apartment at home. Back inside the tent, got the Nemo disco all laid out. Got the pillow inside. Got my hood up here in case it gets too cold tonight. Of course, the sleeping pad beneath it. It's getting kind of dark. I'm super hungry, but this is the sleeping system. It's gonna be so cozy. It is so nice out. There's no bugs, and it's really, really quiet. And yeah, the temperature is just perfect right now. So you'll see this has the thermo gills. So if I want a little bit of draft, I can unzip these right up here. So see, I just unzipped it. I'll give you a little bit of draft inside your bag if you want it. But of course, if you want the ultimate draft, you can just take this all the way down to the foot box almost, where the main zipper goes. So really nice sleeping bag. I'm so pumped. This is gonna be a very comfortable night's sleep in this system. Okay, I've got camp all set up. Got my headlamp on, and now it's time to eat. Very excited. I've got my bear can down here. I've got my titanium pot. Also picked up an 8-ounce MSR fuel tank. All right, we are inside my bear vault. Right here is my stove. It is the MSR Pocket Rocket 2. It is no bigger than the size of my palm. Can't wait to show you this. Okay, I've got the mini Pocket Rocket 2 stove all set up. Now, just take the lid off of this, get my fuel out, pop this tab. Alright. And then this, the stove just screws right on. Just like that. Okay, we've had a gas leak. That's nice. Okay, so the stove over there was a complete disaster. You should learn how to use your stove, of course, before you go out in the backcountry. That's a story for tomorrow. Cold soaking some chili beans because I could not get it to work. Okay, this is dinner for tonight. I am having the Patagonia organic red bean chili, and I had to cold soak it. And I'll tell you all about that story in the morning. Right now, I'm enjoying my cold organic red bean chili from Patagonia. It's really good, actually. Good morning. I did not sleep that well. I'm not gonna lie. I was on and off. I'd sleep for an hour or two, wake up for a half hour. Sleep for an hour, wake up a half hour. I'm not sure why, but it's all good. I'm feeling rested. I've been in here. It's like 8 a.m., so I've been in here for, I don't know, like 10 hours now. So my legs, muscles feel pretty good, I think. Shoulders are a little bit sore, but just actual rest I didn't get. But I don't know what it was. It's very comfortable, very toasty. Sleeping bag kept me nice and warm. I'm still in my boxers and t-shirts, so I didn't need to rip out like a mid-layer or anything like that to get warmer. So the sleeping pad, the pillow, and the bag, they were all great. We did have something in the middle of the night. The guy that is at campsite 1, he was yelling last night, "Go away, go away." And I'm not gonna lie, it kind of scared me for a little bit. I even got the bear spray out because I was like, what is this guy yelling at? And so at one point he's like, bang. I can't even tell this story. He was like banging rocks. I'm freaking out because I'm like, I don't know what's out there. So my voice hit a weird level of deep, and I go, I can't even say it. It's so funny. I go, sir. I'm sorry, it's so funny. I go, sir, what's over there? And he goes, it's an armadillo. I can't stop laughing. I think that's why I couldn't sleep, is because I wasn't worried about the armadillo. It just made me laugh so much because I'm thinking, like, here we go, baby. First backpacking trip, I'm ready to lay the hammer down. And the reason why it's so funny is because he was trying to get it away from its tent for like, I don't even know, 20 minutes. And it just got louder and louder and louder to the point where I was kind of scared. I was like, what is out there? And so when he replied back, it's an armadillo. I was like, how stupid. That's where we came from yesterday. So we will turn right today and continue on the Fiery Gizzard Trail. Okay, an official good morning. I am up and out of the tent, up and out of the campground. I've been hiking for about 15 minutes. Started hiking around 9 o'clock a.m. and ready for day 2 and the adventure out to Foster Falls, especially now that my backpack is a much lighter load. So I left the bear can, left my sleep system in the tent up back at the campground since I'm going to be back there tonight. Only took what I needed for today, so some food, of course my water bottles, and some battery stuff, just in case some of these batteries die. But the goal for today is to hike 5 miles out to Foster Falls. That would actually complete the through hike. That's what a lot of people do. They go point to point and they get a hitch a ride back. But, you know, I like to take things just a little bit more crazy on this channel and in my life in general. So I'm doing basically a back-to-back through hike because we're going all the way there today. Then we'll come back to Little Cove, camp tonight, and then head back out the way we went yesterday. So, like I said, it's going to be probably more than a marathon of a through hike for me on this 3-day adventure, but really excited. Even though the sleep was not that great last night, I'm feeling really, really good. The biggest concern is just water. I have like a half a liter of water left and I need a refill. So I don't know when that'll be. You can see some of these streams and these creek beds are dry right now, but I'm confident that we will find some water today, especially out to Foster Falls. I just hope I don't have to go the whole way before I can filter water. But the goal today is to fill up both 1 liter Smart Bottle waters, the little Essentia water bottle I have, and then my 2 bladders, my 2 Sawyer bladders. That way we are set for tonight and cooking. Hopefully if I can actually cook, because that did not go well last night. And also that water will be used for the following day until we can get to a water source on our hike back out. So there'll be plenty of water that way. I do know that. There's a lot of water flowing coming here, but just nothing, or at least not much, since. Let's get to hiking. I've talked a lot this morning. I'll shut up now and enjoy the views and the experience. We have come to an outlook. Check this out. We got some great views. Oh yeah. That is just beautiful. 72-degree day, no humidity. Nothing but nature. That overlook that we were just at, check this out. I'm on the other side now, and I would argue this is the spot. Better. Look at that. That's where we were over there. And then you still have the valley views and the gorge on this side. The mountains, the only one up here. It's beautiful. I've made it to the top of Foster Falls. As expected, it is not flowing that much, but check out this view. came over to the other side. This is the other outlook. So we were over there, and now we're over this way, but it's a further away view, and you can tell there's just not much water coming down, but still really, really pretty. So happy I came through here. And by the way, this marks my first through hike, technically. We are at the end of the trailhead. I'm gonna go to the parking lot because I think they already have some maybe filtered water that I can put in my bags. I'll probably refilter it, but I think they do have some drinking water there and a fountain. So, but this is it, guys. I cannot believe I've completed this thing. It was brutal. The cool thing is it's not over. I'm yo-yoing. So what that means is I've done it, now I'm going back. Not all in one day. Of course, we're gonna go back to the campground tonight, camp out, and then tomorrow we will finish up the yo-yo of a through hike. So really, really awesome. Let me see my phone right here. Even though I haven't made it all the way to the end where the parking lot is, I'm only like maybe, I don't know, quarter of a mile, but I've done 16.4 miles. I've hiked for 8 hours and 25 minutes total, and I've gained 1,952 feet of elevation. So that shows you over the course of 2 days what I've done. It's been a heck of a journey, but it's not over, and now I've really got to find some water. That's where I came from, 13 miles to Grundy Forest Trailhead that way. But first to the parking lot where hopefully they have some fountain water that we can get and fill the bags and the bottles with. Okay, the plan is we're gonna fill up the 2 1-liter smart water bottles, and we're gonna fill up the 2 1-liter Sawyer bags that I've got with my Sawyer squeeze. So I'm gonna filter all this. So excited. I got 1 bag full. I'm gonna filter it through to the smart water bottle. Just like that, screws right on. Come over here. Flip it, and we're gonna filter it. Okay, I'm all set. I've flicked out any extra water that's in the Sawyer squeeze. It's very important. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 liters of water. So we're all set for tonight, and it'll give us a good start for tomorrow as well. I'll have at least, hopefully maybe even a whole liter, if not a half liter, to work with before we get to the streams tomorrow to go back to Grundy, where we'll probably have to filter some more water. But I'm excited because I've got plenty of water now to work with, and now I'm hungry. So I think I'm gonna go over here to the picnic table and have a snack or some lunch. Here we go again. Headed back to Little Cove Campground where my tent is, and had a nice lunch. So I created these like little plastic baggies with oats, dried bananas, almonds, and Primal Kitchen collagen. Primal Kitchen is the brand. It's really good. I love their stuff. And that was peanut butter flavored. Those are really good. I just put some water in it, cold soaked it for a second, and that was a really tasty snack. I also had an RX bar, and of course filled up on some water, and I've got a full tank now, a completely full tank to take back to the campsite. So super happy about that. And I'm not gonna film too much because you've seen most of the cool highlights, including the overlooks and things like that. But I've really enjoyed this. I wish Foster Falls was flowing a little bit better, obviously, but we'll have to come back. I definitely got to take my fiance Lala here. She would love it. But I'm really fulfilled seeing that mile marker 0.0. Just, it's really cool, especially when I started at mile marker 13. But I've done over 16 miles, and that's because my campsite is about a mile off trail. And then, of course, the filming going back and forth adds up to a mile or two. So about 16 miles total already. And now we're hiking northbound to get back to where my car is parked. But we'll do about a fourth of it today, a little over that, and then the rest of it tomorrow, which will be a heck of a way to end it. But all right, I may film 2 or 3 things here and there, but I'll see you at the campsite. This morning I left the campground without my first aid kit, went back, and without toilet paper, which both of these things came in handy today. And look at this. I don't know how this even happened. Ugh, I'm trying to dry it out right now, but I got some kind of cut on my thumb. So I'm gonna bandage it up before I get more blood everywhere and dripping everywhere. But this shows that you should not forget your first aid kit, and definitely don't forget toilet paper. That came in handy today too. I'm not going to show any pictures or video of that, but all right, I think we're good. Blood on my finger, but all right, I have no idea how this happened, but we're good. Back to Little Cove Campground. Way before dark, and the tent's already set up. Sleeping system's already set up. Not to do anything. Put my stuff down and make some food. Woo! Got a big day tomorrow. I have got my stove burning successfully without blowing the whole canister up in my whole campsite. I am so excited. I'm just boiling just a little bit of water so that I can actually clean it out, because last night it was just all over the place. As you can tell, I made a mess, but it looks like it's already boiling. Last night it was an absolute disaster. I figured out what the problem was though, and basically I got really scared when I screwed the pocket rocket on. So the pocket rocket 2 is the stove I got from MSR. That's the thing that's screwed on top of the fuel canister. And when I screwed that on last night, it started hissing and gas started coming out. So I was like, oh crap. So I kind of undid it, like spun it back around, and then I lit it and the whole thing caught on fire. Well, I couldn't figure it out. First of all, there's 2 things that I was not doing right. I did not have these correctly placed, so they should all be kind of facing up with the teeth up like that. And then also, even though if it starts hissing, you need to screw this all the way on, because if you don't, then that fire is not going to ignite up here. It's going to ignite down here, which can blow the whole camp up, or the whole can and your whole camp. I have learned a lot. I'm just so happy that I know how to actually use this thing now. And the lever on the side just adjusts how much pressure and fire you want. I was at the lowest setting right there, and that boiled the water really, really quick. So I'm gonna clean this pot out along with my Sea to Summit titanium spoon and spork, I should say, because it's a fork and a spoon. And yes, I'm gonna cook a hot meal tonight. So excited, it's very nice. Tonight I'm having the Wild Zora Greek Garden lentil dish, and it comes with this packet of organic extra virgin olive oil, so we're definitely adding all of those calories in there. We deserve everything. You want to take a look down in. It looks very tasty. I'm gonna got my, now I'm just gonna get my hot water over here, pour it right in. Go, and then I'll stir it. We just gotta wait about, it says 5 to 10 minutes. And this will be a yummy, yummy meal. Okay, while I'm waiting for my lentils to soak, I've got another brand of grass-fed beef jerky I'm trying tonight. So I tried the Think brand. Tonight I've got Country Archer Provisions. Let's see how this is. It's a little bit smaller of a stick, but it's thicker, so it's a little beefier, I guess. All right, this would be the snack before the lentils. I forgot this is a jalapeno, so it's kind of hot. It was good though. I'm not sure which brand I like better. They're both really good. Okay, time for the taste test. By the way, this doesn't just have lentils. It has quinoa, tomatoes, spinach, and mushrooms. So this is kind of what it looks like. I can get a little scoop out. That's really good. It's like a healthy backcountry salad. It's kind of got like an earthy flavor. I don't know if this is better or the red chili beans, but both were really good. Dinner was really, really good. I have folded down my MSR Pocket Rocket 2 stove. So these things are really easy just to flip right up. I'm trying to do this one hand, but you just flip it right up like that. So it comes with this little case, and there you go. Boom. So I'm gonna get things cleaned up for the night. I have my applesauce over there. I also have some dried mangoes. I'm about to have some dessert, and then I'm calling it a night. I've got no neighbors tonight. Last night there was like a family of 4 over there on campsite 3. And then the guy that I told you about last night with armadillo, he was way over there, kind of in the trees. So I think I'm gonna be all alone tonight. Hopefully it'll be a good night's sleep though. All right, I'm gonna continue cleaning up. Good morning. Day 3 is here. It's go home day on the Fiery Gizzard Trail. It is 6:30 a.m. The sun has not risen yet, but it's on the come up. And I had a pretty good rest, better than last night. Slept for like 4 or 5 hours straight, but then around 12:30, 1 a.m. woke up, and I've been on and off ever since, but got enough rest. Excited to pack up. I'll do most of my packing up here in the tent. I'm gonna grab something to eat out of the bear camp, probably my oat concoction in the baggie, and then I will meet you guys out on the trail. Got about 8 miles northbound today, so can't believe I'm about to complete this. Feeling really fulfilled. I just eclipsed the 26.2 mile mark, so I've done a full marathon over the last 3 days here in South Cumberland State Park, and this is where the trail meets. You can go up there to Ravens Point. I'm not going to do that. I've already done that. I am going that way, back to to the north trailhead where my car is. Oh, I have made it back to the north trailhead here in Grundy. Woo! What an adventure the last 3 days have been. Over the last 3 days, I have hiked over 31 miles, 31.31 to be exact. And I gained an elevation of over 4,200 feet in those 31 miles. And I hiked for over 14 and a half hours. Yikes, I know it was a lot, but I had so much fun. I am exhausted. I've got my trail legs. My legs are good. My shoulders though, yeah, we're gonna have to work on those. I feel very much more bulky now, but I had a lot of fun. There was a lot of learnings. I learned a lot for myself, but I also just learned a lot in the backcountry and how backpacking goes. So I hope you guys did too, or hopefully you were entertained by the video. I'm excited for Lala to get her backpacking gear and hopefully join me soon, at least some point in the future, because I know she would love it. It would have been so much fun with her. But I did have a lot of fun out here by myself, and I just want to encourage, like, don't ever be afraid to go out and do something like this by yourself. I know this is a little bit drastic for maybe a lot of you watching, but even just hiking a couple miles in and camping is really, really, I don't know, surreal. It was I don't know what the word is, but it was really, really nice to be out there. I had a lot of fun. Today, I woke up at 6:30 a.m., tore down camp. I was out of camp by 8 a.m., and I just blasted through the miles. So I don't know if today was as enjoyable as the first 2 days, but I did just blast through like 9 miles. I just want to get here and just, especially since it was the trail I've already done, so I've seen all the stuff. But yeah, all right, I'm gonna quit talking. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I really appreciate you watching. I know it was a long one, so thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.